Hey everybody, it's Sandra. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to pop in and do a quick message here and meet this moment in its raw form. That's really the most important place to be anytime a message is ready to move through us. And something in contemplation around that. So I was chatting with a friend last night about what I found ironic that has been stopping me from showing up more in this space, in this platform of videos, vesseling my voice in the space of mutation and just inspiration. And it's not, it's funny because as I was sitting with it, I kept saying, it's not because there's not an insecurity or a confidence of what to say. I always feel like when that moment shows itself, what's meant to come through me just will come through me. And it's something I've discovered even more deeply in my path of self-growth and evolution. It's what's been really holding me back. And I just want to put this out there because I'm more than certain I'm not alone. I live a very simple life in the sense that I don't have a need on a daily basis to get myself all dolled up in the morning. I get up, I take my daughter to school, and I work in my office, or I'm doing mom stuff and running errands and things like that. I've really always been a pretty simple looking person. Getting all frilled and thrilled with makeup and hair, it's an effort. And it's, something that people can look at and say, well, don't you value putting some effort into yourself? Or doesn't it make you feel better when you do that? And absolutely, there's a yes in all of that. But on a daily basis, for anyone that's known me as long as they have, or they come into this space to know me now, it's the last thing that I think about. It's not a top priority for the reasons that it's not. To me, it hasn't been anything that I've made 100% matter to me. Because for me, that beauty and that knowing is within. And if people are going to look at me from the outside and judge that aspect of my appearance or the way I'm supposed to be given, the venue or the platform, I get it. It's human nature. And I'm not at all here to say that it doesn't have a time and a place. And so I share this because as much as I've known this inside of my own self, for some reason, subconsciously, I have resisted doing more of these videos because look there's gray, it's like barely blush, a little bit of rouge on today, whoopee-doo. And I kind of chuckle because I think, so what does that mean? You're going to deny, oh, look, it's 9:11 over there. I'm looking at the clock. Anyway, this is the self-talk I'm having. So you're going to miss an opportunity of sharing a message because of what you feel looks messy or not put together or perceived as, you've done yourself up kind of thing. So I've chuckled at that. And I'm kind of done with that whole storyline of you've got to have all your ducks in a row and show up, 100% beautified before you can actually present something. And that actually goes a complete opposite to who I am. I've always been real, raw, relatable, and very transparent and very authentic in who I am. People come here and there at the house, or I see people at this grocery store. I don't sit there and go, oh my goodness, I'm sorry I didn't do my hair today. So why would I show up any differently in this platform, right? Even more so when all of you are out there in virtual land and I'm literally just looking at my own face here as we're talking, which I kind of find is, a little funny. So why share this message? What's the impact? What inspiration can it offer you? Perhaps in my continued awakening and my continued discovery of meeting that space of truth and authenticity and knowing and transparency, it's an invitation to remind all of you, don't hold your message back. Don't wait for the perfect hair and the perfect makeup and the perfect wrinkles, to be looking straight, whatever it is. And that sounds like I'm addressing more women for the most part. Yes, I can see that that's aiming more towards us women who tend to think about that more than men. Human nature at best. What can we say? I'm just going to be here to vessel the same message that perhaps would be great at times to have heard as well. As though I've known it's in me, it's nice to hear it sometimes. And as I was reminded by a friend today, that sometimes we just need to remind each other, show up as you are in the space, as you are right there. And when something's ready to move through you, you don't have to go stage it all up and make it perfect and make it pristine in any way. And those that it will impact, it will. And those that it won't, it's okay. It's not meant for them perhaps now. It could land on them in another time. So that's it. It's just a quick message. I have so many things that are moving through me, and I can pretty much sense that now that I've kind of vocalized and put a face and an accountability and an affirmation to this calling of knowing that when we have something to share and we feel called to share it, let us not be stopped by how we feel we're looking, or the mess that we feel, just, like this, hair, grays, whatever, just, this is it. This is the realness. This is what people want to see. And the more we keep doing this authentically and offering this space, we can see each other as mirrors of that reality of truth. And otherwise it all looks so pretty and branded and, commercialized. So I'm just here to try to neutralize the platform of how we share a message, and so that it gives everybody that fair invitation and offering to step into it as you are, no matter what. Share your heart, share your message, share your wisdom, be the inspiration that you feel is meant to be, for you and for others. And see where that takes people. They're not going to remember, when Sandra got her hair colored, or when, she last put makeup on. And again, it's all nominal at the end of the day. So I hope this helps on any level. I'm sending all my love always. I'm here to grow with and through you, and just offer myself and my whole being every day as I am, and inviting you all to be the same. Okay. Sending love. Blessings.